Namaste dear students. This is my second video on the chapter chemical reactions and equations. In my first video, you have learnt about chemical reactions and equations. In this video, I will discuss with you the types of chemical reactions and equations in detail. So, there are 5 types of chemical reactions, which are: first, combination reactions; second, decomposition reactions; third, displacement reactions; fourth, double displacement reactions; and fifth, redox reactions. Now we will discuss each of them in detail. First, we are going to start with combination reactions. Combination reactions are those reactions in which two or more reactants combine to form a single product. The combining reactants can be two elements or two compounds, or an element can also react with a compound, but the product is always one. Here we are taking the example of reaction of quicklime with water. Quicklime, chemically called calcium oxide, when reacts with water forms calcium hydroxide. As you can see the reaction on your screen. CaO reacts with water to form CaOH whole twice. CaOH whole twice, chemically called calcium hydroxide, is commonly called slaked lime. This slaked lime is used for whitewashing of walls. When a coat of slaked lime is applied on the walls, it reacts with air. It reacts with carbon dioxide present in air to form calcium carbonate, which gives shiny look to the walls. Calcium carbonate, CaCO3, is commonly called limestone. So the most important thing about combination reaction is that they are characterized by the formation of single product. Now we will talk about exothermic and endothermic reactions. As the name indicates, exothermic reactions are those reactions where heat is released out. Exo for out and therma for heat. So these are the reactions in which heat is released along with the formation of products. Examples of exothermic reactions are burning of natural gas, that is methane. When anything is burnt, heat is released out. So this is exothermic. The decomposition of vegetable matter into compost is another example of exothermic reaction. Respiration, that is the oxidative breakdown of glucose in living cell, is also exothermic in nature. This is the biochemical reaction which is exothermic in nature, where glucose is oxidized in living cells to produce energy. Burning of coal is also exothermic. Coal is burnt to produce heat. This heat is used in thermal power plants for the production of electricity. Formation of water. Now we talk about endothermic reaction. Endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is absorbed. They are just opposite to the exothermic reaction. Decomposition reactions are examples of endothermic reactions. So now we are going to talk about decomposition reactions in detail. Decomposition, this is just opposite of combination or composition reaction. Here in this type of reaction, a single reactant breaks down into two or more simpler substances by the absorption of energy, either in the form of heat or light or electricity. So when energy is supplied in the form of heat, this type of decomposition reaction is called thermal decomposition reaction. Here, as an example of thermal decomposition, we are talking about decomposition of ferrous sulfate, FeSO4. Ferrous sulfate, FeSO4, is green colored salt. When it is heated, it gets converted into white, and then its color changes to reddish brown due to the formation of ferric oxide, along with the evolution of sulfur dioxide, SO2, and sulfur trioxide gases. These gases can be recognized by the odor of burning sulfur. Decomposition of calcium carbonate is another example where CaCO3, limestone, is heated strongly to produce calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. This reaction is carried out in lime kiln and is used in the manufacturing of cement. Another type of decomposition reactions are electrolysis. Electro means electricity, lysis means breakdown. In this type of decomposition reaction, breakdown of a substance is carried out by supplying electricity. Here we are taking the example of decomposition of water by supplying electricity. In this, we have to carry out an experiment to understand the electrolytic decomposition. We have to take a mug in which we have fitted two electrodes. As an electrode, we can use pencil which is sharpened from both the ends. The ends of the electrodes are connected with the battery as shown in the figure, and two test tubes filled with distilled water are inverted on each of these electrodes. The beaker is also filled with distilled water, but you know that distilled water is not a conductor of electricity. So to make it a conductor of electricity, few drops of sulfuric acid is added into it, which make it a good electrolyte. Now when the process starts, you will see formation of bubbles. These bubbles indicate the evolution of two gases, hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is evolved at cathode, which is the electrode connected with the negative terminal of battery, and oxygen is evolved at anode, which is the electrode connected with the positive terminal of battery. There is a difference in the volume of these gases. Hydrogen gas is always produced in double volume than oxygen, because the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in a water molecule is always 2:1. So hydrogen gas is produced in double amount as compared to the oxygen. Hydrogen gas supports combustion, so if a burning matchstick is brought near to the mouth of the test tube, matchstick starts burning rapidly. On the other hand, hydrogen is a gas of combustible nature and it burns with pop sound. So this was about electrolytic decomposition or electrolysis of water. Now we will talk about photolysis or photodecomposition. Photo stands for light, decomposition means breakdown. Here the substance gets broken down into simpler substances in the presence of sunlight. Not all substances have this ability. Silver salts are photosensitive. We are taking here the example of silver chloride and silver bromide. Silver chloride is a white colored salt. When it is exposed to sunlight, it gets broken down into grey color silver, and a chlorine gas which is greenish yellow in color is evolved out. The grey color silver is left behind on the watch glass. This reaction has its importance. This reaction is used in black and white photography. AgBr also gets decomposed in the same way and produce grey color silver and reddish brown bromine gas. All these reactions are taking place by the absorption of energy either in the form of heat, light or electricity, so we are calling them decomposition reaction. In this video only this much. I'll bring next video on other types of chemical reactions very soon. Till then, goodbye.